Hey, love lovers. Hello, everyone. Bonjour. So, we are continuing and doing the last episode of, a conjunction of sun and moon in synastry. Because remember, I said that I was not going to do all the houses. I had said that I was gonna do up until house four, like the fourth house. But then I remembered that in the introduction, I actually had made a small, explanation about the fourth house. So instead of repeating that information, I might as well use the time to look at another house. So I'm looking at the fifth house today because I actually made that mistake with the with the second house video because I was actually repeating myself. Well, sorry, my music thing introduction is actually pre-recorded, so I don't want to play around with it because I don't want to repeat, the editing and all of that. Anyway, guys, let's do the work. Let's dive in. Sun, moon in the fifth house in synastry. Always remember that's what we talk about here. Now, with this couple, I'm seeing, some popularity, because remember, when I say popularity, it's like I'm repeating like in all houses, but it's not like that. There are houses that bring popularity, and the popularity depends, on the signification of the house. So, and also the significations of the planets. But then, since we're talking about moon and sun, they generally do bring popularity nonetheless, regardless of the house. Why? Because they are the lumineers of the sky. They are they have light. Like, people look up to them, they see them, they are just in your face. So because of generally of the signification of these planets, of they bring the popularity, but also the houses now they go to, because for example in the second house is the face. The second house represents the face. This is what people see. So if you bring planets of fame and popularity with the face, then people are likely to know your face. And then the fifth house of today, of course, this is about cinema, this is about theater, this is like about big fame that we're talking about. This is like about your Angelina Jolie fame. This is like the celebrity fame that we're looking at. So generally with this conjunction, then we are seeing that this couple will also be popular, all right? Remember the things that I just said, right? Now, this couple is likely to have boy children. Okay, they likely to have boys as their kids, and about two boys, one or two boys, certainly for sure. And depending now on the degrees, and depending on the sign, one, like the firstborn could prematurely, move on to the next life, so prematurely, before the parents go. So the firstborn could leave this earth before the parents. So this is likely, highly likely with this conjunction in synastry. And I also see that this couple, they love to hike. Like, they love hiking just like I do. And I don't have this planets in my fifth house or whatever, but they love hiking. They love wearing their hiking tracks, hiking shoes. They go on the track, they do all of that, mountains and stuff like that. That is where you're gonna find them. They love it, right? And I also see that they are really romantic. Like, there are couples who become friends. I'm sorry, there's like, I'm outside, I'm recording outside, and there's like, the company that cuts the grass, and they fix the stuff like this, so they're cutting the grass and all of that. So sorry about the noise, the background noise. But anyway, this couple is rom, you guys. Like, this couple, they are so romantic. And when I say, there are couples who become friends, there are couples who become colleagues, there are couples who become, project teammates. But this one, they remain romantic partners. They start their romance with the intention of being romantic, and they retain that throughout their life together. Like, the romance doesn't go away, it never leaves, and there's always an underlying tone of also being playful, going out on dates, all of that, like movies. These guys, they do it right. And what I see is that they also tend to take a lot of risks, right? But these are not just, couples that take risks, blindly. No, their risks usually bring them a whole lot of money. They usually make a whole lot of money from taking risks, and they can also give loans maybe to people, and these loans, they bring them money. So if you have this conjunction with your significant other, this is another venue, or avenue rather, that you could use to gain money, something that I'm just advising you, right? I also see that, as I said, the romance is there, but it is also expressed freely, like so freely and so naturally. And it is expressed physically, like like physical touch, kissing, all of that, the good stuff, you guys. But it is also through speech, and this is usually the moon partner. The moon partner is just going to woo the sun partner with nice words, poetic words, maybe even a song, just a nice, speech and communication and all of that. This is also seen with this conjunction in synastry in the 5th house, right? Now, what I see is that the moon partner enjoys talking about children, having kids, and also about the romance itself. So the moon partner would be talking about planning a date. Oh babe, how about we go to see the movies next week? How about we go and hire a boat, all of that, right? But the sun enjoys not only talking, the sun is all about action, physical. The sun likes making the kids, whilst the moon likes talking about them. No, the sun likes making them. The sun is like, shh, don't talk too much, babe, let's just make them. Don't talk too much, babe, let's just do it, right? Like, so the sun is all about let's do, while the moon is like talk about it. So they make like this nice vibe together, because the moon is going to come up with the ideas, and the sun is going to put them into action. So it gives a really good balance, because remember, again, as I said with the previous videos, sun and moon are friends. So naturally, when you have this conjunction in synastry, there is an underlying tone of support and friendship that is coming into this relationship. So here, this whole vibe of one person being able to come up with A, and the other one takes it to the next level of B. So there's a good balance of moving the work forward, moving the plans forward, moving the vision forward. Like, everything is just flowing so nicely, right? However, I do see that the moon partner, after this relationship start, if, again, remember, it's not the moon's natal chart, right? Again, if it's the moon's natal chart, they would have experienced this thing on their own. But if it's the moon coming in to join the chart of sun, then the moon partner will start to experience, feeling sick, feeling ill while traveling, once this relationship starts with them, with their sun partner. And they could also, prefer not to take a long journeys. They'd be like, oh my gosh, no, we can't go to Malta. I don't want to get on the plane. It's too far. I don't want to get onto the plane. I just want to stay in France. We're not traveling to this country. No. But what happens now is that the moon partner prefers, short, long journeys, like short trips. The moon is like, oh yeah, we're going to the next city, we're going to Chicago, we're going to wherever, whichever city is closest. The moon is like, I'm in. But if it's a long journey, like to another country, the moon is like, no, I'm gonna be sick, I already know. And if I forget my pills, I'm just gonna vomit throughout. There's this thing that comes up, right? Again, just to remind everyone, in synastry, right, we are having an overlay. So meaning that here there will be an overlay of one planet. So meaning that one partner's planet will go and join the chart of their partner in the 5th house. So if there's already sun in the 5th house, then the moon is coming to join here. If there's moon in the 5th house, then the sun is coming to join here, right? So then whoever's planet is joining the chart is the one who's going to feel the things are new. They're not used to them, but they're experiencing them because now their planet is making an overlay in this partner's chart. I hope I am so clear, because I don't like people to be confused. I hope you guys get it right, because I don't want you to confuse information. And okay, let's continue. So basically now I also see that the moon starts to have bad relationships due to perhaps one father's advice or a fatherly figure's advice. Like the moon starts to have this bad behavior or have a bad reaction because of an advice or something that was said by maybe their own dad about the relationship, or maybe the dad of the partner. But I see this is happening. I also see that the sun starts to be a bit problematic sometimes. Yes, I remember the romantic, the all of that, but because sun is all about action, so I see sun sometimes becoming impatient, becoming angry and frustrated so easily, because they just want to put everything into action. And when there's a hurdle or when there's a blockage, then the sun can burst out into a huge anger. I see that happening here, and I do see the sun partner cheating or prematurely ending the relationship itself. Maybe because the sun becomes impulsive here. They could just decide, what, this is not worth it. I don't want to be in this relation. It's finished. I know it's done. Right. I also see that the moon sometimes, let's say if maybe these are not like these are what you call it, like young people, maybe in their 20s, early 20s, they in the university. I see that the moon partner will fail one course, at least a course, or maybe they will have to repeat a class because of this relationship. After this relationship starts, right, they will for sure fail. Or maybe if this is like people of our age, a bit grown, then maybe there's a lesson of life that the moon partner has to fail first and then repeat, right? So it could be any lesson relating to life, whatever lesson, right? But there's a lesson here that the moon will have to repeat for the lesson to be really learned or to be really understood, right? And then what I also see, as I said, moon is a good communicator and all of that, but the moon also has an ability to connect with friends and have lots of friends or accumulate friends as the relationship goes as well, right? Another thing that must be noted here is that this couple here is able to bring money to themselves. Like as I said, they like to take risks, and the risks bring a lot of lucrative benefits, but they really have the ability to make money. So if you have this with your significant other, do not be shy to take risks and to start something new, to start new projects to make money, because for this conjunction in Synastry, you guys are assured to make money and gain some wealth, because also the sun here has a lot of strength to bring that wealth come in. So and I see, a period in the life of this relationship, like the sun partner bringing like a huge wealth. It will be like just a period. It's not like it's gonna be forever, but there's a period where the wealth that comes in, or the money that comes in, will be so huge, like it will be like a chunk, like and then you have this money, right? But throughout the relationship, you guys have that ability to bring in a lot of money, so make use of that. But however, I do see the sun partner, let's say now it's your sun joining in this fifth house. You will or meant to be the sun, let me say not you, but the sun partner experiences some stomach problems, right? Maybe their stomach starts to be acidic now. Maybe they after they eat, ouch, it's so painful, my stomach, so they start to have some sort of problems with their stomach after this relationship starts, because of maybe overlaying here in this fifth house with the moon conjuncting to it, right? I also see some sort of fraud that the sun partner starts. So maybe even if it's not like a huge scale fraud, maybe it could be like something small. Maybe they use the signature of the moon partner on a document, just maybe to sign something quickly. But I do see the sun partner committing fraud here, so just be careful. It's not like fraud that will land you to jail, because it should be seen, because as I said, this is a house of fame. So whatever you do here, things will come out to light, right? Just don't commit the fraud. Just don't commit it, right? Even if it's a small thing, even if it's like using the signature of your partner, just talk to your partner and be like, babe, I know you don't have time. Do you give me permission to do this? And then you have like an oral permission or written permission of you doing something. So just don't commit fraud, because you as the sun partner, you will be caught very very quickly. And I do see some changes happening to the moon partner. So maybe like in their walk, how they walk, maybe this is not your chart, and your moon comes and sits here. All of a sudden now, maybe you sprinkle your ankle, you sprinkle your ankle, you sprain your ankle, you sprain your ankle, language, sprain your ankle, and now you have to walk in a funny way when you walk, right? Or maybe you just have some confidence now that you with your sun partner, and all of a sudden now when you walk like a model. Ooh la la, look at you strutting. Ooh, people when are looking, they're like, oh, hi, she's gained confidence ever since they with this sun partner. Oh, look at how she's walking now. Hey, right? So the moon partner, there's something very very visible with their work, with their walk, with the way they walk. So maybe if it's a guy, all of a sudden now they start to walk like, hey, they own the world. Hey, yeah. But anyway, guys, this is what I see. I also see the moon loving some jewelry, because the sun here will also gift a lot of jewelry to the moon. So I see the moon wearing some jewelry, or maybe the moon is the one that's buying her own or his own jewelry after this relationship starts. But there's a lot of that happening here, and I see the moon having land, or being a landowner, right? And they will want to to rent it out, this land. Okay, maybe they have a land. They're like, oh, we don't have to stay here, I'm just gonna rent it out. I see that happening here, like the land or property, something is being rented out by the moon after this relationship starts. I see that so visibly, right? You see here, Sun here becomes really strong in leading this relationship, and the leadership role is going to be so impactful, like in a very positive way. The moon is going to feel like I am led by my partner, and it doesn't matter of the gender. Really, the gender doesn't matter. It could be like the sun could be a female, but the moon partner and would feel like, oh, my wife is a good leader. I can rely on my wife's advice. I can rely on my wife leading this relationship into the right direction. So there's a lot of leadership that the sun encompasses here. All right, and they get so lucky. As I said, they will have at least one boy. That is a given, that is for sure. And mostly 2 boys, or even maybe 3. But I see that the one of the children will be very successful, as compared to the parent. So the child becomes the child of this couple, right, of the sun moon conjunct in the 5th house of in synastry, becomes quite important, really successful as compared to their parents. So that is also very likely to happen with this conjunction. Otherwise, guys, that's it. Mostly good stuff with this conjunction, mostly positive stuff, except those small things, anger, cheating, like normal stuff, ending the relationship prematurely, all of that. So just be aware of those things, and of course be aware of do not commit fraud if you're the sun partner, otherwise you will be caught. So I'm going to start another conjunction in houses, like another different vibes of planets, right? And I will always do it up halfway, maybe do 4 or 5 houses, and then do not do the rest. And because I would like with time to give the rest of the juice to the premium subscribers, so that they can get their money's worth, like just lick the fingers off their money's worth and get it. So anyway, guys, book your reading, and many people give lots of good feedback, positive feedback. A lot of people are talking, thank you, this is very accurate, thank you for the analysis. And then I say, oh well, you're welcome. Using my French accent now. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll chat to you soon. I'll probably do something fun next time, not so lectury. Happy and ciao ciao.